No, young man, you're just a sad and lonely boy who was picked on and bullied. And that was SMTF. At least the Reiko's path. So I've talked about this before. There are several different paths to the game. There is Yumi's path, which ends at the previous boss battle. Charlie's path ends there, but it has a different ending. So remember, this is sibling love. This is not, like, romantic love, I hope. Hopefully it's not that, like, creepy sibling, like, romantic love that they like to put in anime and stuff. I'm just going to assume it's not. I say as I ruin this incredibly touching moment by talking about anime incest. Yeah, so I have no control over this. The game is doing this for me. I wish there was a way to make this text go faster. But it is what it is. I wonder how many people actually died during the course of this. So you never really see anybody, like there's no actual bodies minus like the zombies, but like the zombie boys and girls that spawn in the early areas. And as far as I know, the only, like, I guess that guy that shows up at the beginning and who loses his girlfriend and goes after her, like, they get turned to stone. It was painful. Yeah. Especially the domain of sloth. So this right here could go a lot faster, I think. And I would be interested, like, if they ever release SMT 1, 2, and 3, like on Steam or something, or even on, like, the PlayStation, like a modern console, like as a combo pack with, like, a translated version of the PS1 versions of the game. I would pay money for that. I mean, that'd be an easy, like, $30 or $40 purchase for me. They could put it on the Switch. Heck, I don't care. I'd rather they put it on Steam, but, you know, what... Atlas gonna do what Atlas gonna do. But I am interested, I would be interested to see where, if this is one of the things they kind of sped up for the game, because they did make some quality of life changes for the PS1 version. Yep. In case you didn't catch on, Reiko is staying behind. She's staying behind. It is a nice touch that you're, I'm not controlling this at all. So, but the mag is still going down because I've got demons out. I had that random Aquans in case I wanted to rank up Virtue to, like, Dominion. I ended up deciding not to do that, but, you know, whatever. So I would like to point out that I now have control here. And I am back to being level 1 with no guardians and no equipment. And I have no items. And he's gone. Nobody in here. Nobody in here. So I'm guessing no students died, with the exception of, like, you know, Reiko and Idio disappearing. But yeah, no, if you try to go too far, the guy kicks you out. Yeah, see, he won't let you go. Or it's locked or whatever. So, yeah. No, you're supposed to go out the front door. Right here. So, this is really weird. The sacred... but, the school anthem thing just is weird. But, you get more or less the same ending, minus all the stuff with Reiko and Idio in Yumi's. In Charlie's, you and Charlie get put back and the school stays in the Expanse. But we're not done with the game just yet. Oh no. We have a whole nother, like, mode of the game to play. So I guess students didn't come back as well. I mean, that would make sense. So, this ending right here is the one that I think leads directly into the Persona games. The one that leads Tamaki to being a demon summoner in Persona 2. So I have, like, theories on how this connects to, like, the one universe, like the two, that regular SMT universe versus, at least for the one that leads into SMT 1 and 2 versus Persona. So my theory is, right, that either, because they talk about the boy and the dog and how he had the comp, so what I think happened actually was, I don't think when they left the Expanse, I don't think they went back to the same universe. I think they actually were dropped in the Persona universe, kind of an alternate reality. It's just nobody noticed because, you know, reasons. And the reason I think that is because in the ending for the next scenario we're going to do, well, you'll see when we get there, and I'll talk about it some more, but I think that what happens is they don't get dropped in the same universe. Or like, and that's like that's the splitting point. Like whether or not, I think the splitting point for whether SMT happens or Persona happens is actually whether or not the school comes back. So you could have like a Legend of Zelda thing where, I guess, where you have like different timelines. So in the one timeline, so in basically in the Yumi and Reiko timeline, the school goes back. In the other time, you know, in the Charlie timeline, the school doesn't go back, and like somehow that leads to like a climate that allowed SMT1 to happen. Does that make sense? So maybe the school disappearing was some kind of like public, like that. Maybe that's what led to the martial law that happened in SMT1. For example, it could be any number of things. I don't, as far as I know, like there's no like this is the difference, this is what led to this, and this is what led to this. But like something like that kind of makes sense, you know? Like a school disappearing would be a national emergency. Like if it just literally it in a chunk of the ground it was in disappearing would be a national emergency. But, you know, they obviously were not gone very long. So, like, maybe them, like, Tamaki getting the school back, Tamaki and Reiko getting the school back in the way they did, stopped the panic that allowed the different factions to initiate the stuff in SMT1. So... yeah. That was SMT If.